What's up, guys? Superdarkwater on the channel. So today I'm gonna review Action Comics 1000. I don't care what Diversity in Comics says. This is great. This is a really good full comic book. But there's also some stuff I didn't like about it. So I am kind of gonna critique it a little bit. But I overall had a great time, and I left a lot of funny hate comments in Diversity in Comics video for this comic book. So I got all the covers, and let's see, I picked up these 999s. I just want to show you guys because it's cool covers. But yeah, Dan Jurgens I think did this one. Wait, I'm not sure. Anyway, so I got all the covers. I'm gonna review the Jim Lee cover because I already read it. Got a few Jim Lee covers. And then, yeah, I got every single cover. So starting with the blank cover, 30s, which, okay, this one I want to talk about because Diversity in Comics was critiquing this, like saying, oh, what is he doing? Like, what are they shooting at? Okay, this is cool. I was just watching the Superman Action Comics, like old Superman from like the 40s cartoon or 50s. I can't remember what year it came out, but he's always like picking up huge stuff that regular humans would never be able to pick up or move. That's why it looks weird, because a normal human would not do this. He's an alien that's super strong. And obviously they are shooting at him. So that's okay. That's my critique of Diversity in Comics, critique of this cover. Anyway, this is from the 30s by Steve Rude. This is for the 40s by Michael Cho. Reminded me of the Mark Waid's Captain America for some reason. I think this is, oh yeah, Dave Gibbons, the artist of Watchmen, the 50s. I like that one a lot. My dad got that one. Mike Allred, the 60s. It's alright. It's pretty cool, I guess. Reminds me of Jack Kirby. I love this one, the Steranko cover for the 70s. It's really unique, and I like the American flag in it. And I noticed that they changed the logo. Like, this one says Superman's Action Comics, and this one just says Superman Action Comics. So yeah, that is the 80s. Joshua Middleton. 90s, of course, Dan Jurgens. I love this cover. And the 2000s by Lee Bermejo. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but anyway, I had a great time reading this comic book, so I'm excited to share it with you guys today. So here we go. Hopefully I'm not going to make this too long. Let me set these down here. Alright. So, Superman Action Comics, 80-page giant, number 1000. Landmark issue. So a lot of people were saying this one was the cover that was selling out the most. It's the Jim Lee cover. It's got a nice, new, solid, including the red underwear shot of Superman. He looks very classic. I thought he looked like Jim Lee himself, but that's just me. So the first one is by Dan Jurgens. I think he wrote it and drew it. Yeah, writer-artist Dan Jurgens. So it's just, I don't know, Superman. This one I had a lot of fun with. I love Dan Jurgens' art, just like the way he draws it, and I thought the colors really popped. Look at that shot of Lois, like, wow. This is just, them as a family, like, they look cool, because they're, like, undercover, kind of, and, like, they're all, like, together as a family, and, like, facing a different direction than everyone else. This is just a very classic shot of the Kents. But yeah, so they're at a Superman appreciation thing, and Superman is worried because there's a fleet of aliens like coming to attack Earth, and they're like giving him a speech about him, and I thought it was cool. It reminded me of like shots from Man of Steel. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a really good comic book because it's like the whole Justice League comes together to make sure Superman doesn't have to go fight crime, and they're fighting for him, and meets Wonder Woman, and then they all meet him back here, and it's like a shot of all of them together. I don't know, it's just a very like heartwarming classic DC Comics moment. I have no idea why your boy Zach had such a problem with this. I thought it was great. So anyway, moving on. The next one's by Patrick Gleason, Peter Tomasi. I love this. So like every shot is a different like era of Superman. It's like this is like the 40s or something, maybe even the 30s. I'm not sure. Or maybe this is the 30s and that's the 40s. I don't know. But, and then, yeah, I love the black behind the S. I love that, like, super old school Superman symbol. And yeah, this is just such a, like, classic Superman, like, storyline to happen. All of these are really, like, they're just, like, really great, like, snapshots into Superman lore, and that's another thing that Diversity Comics really just did not pay attention. Like, look, he just skipped right past this. This is Patrick Gleason after Frank Miller. Like, what? That's just a classic image right there. That's straight out of Dark Knight Returns. So he really missed out on a bunch of really cool imagery and like homages to old comics and old storylines. I don't know. He skimmed over it too much. He didn't appreciate it. Look, Kingdom Come, that's dope. When do you see Kingdom Come in the pages of anything? Yeah, I don't know. I had a fun time reading this, and I like John Romita Jr.'s image, by the way. I think it's awesome. I like how it's like weird. Like John Romita Jr., like he's like Frank Miller. He's getting older. He doesn't care. He's just doing whatever he wants. That's very punk rock. I like that. And this shot is just awesome. Just so classic. Krypto's in it. Can't go wrong. Never ending battle. I don't know why anyone would hate on this comic. It's just like a really great time. I know there's like this one was, I didn't like this one in particular, but it wasn't bad. It was still like interesting, and I was like, okay. And then you get this cool shot of Superman. But yeah, it was weird because Superman wasn't in it, but definitely not as bad as. Okay, this is another one. I liked this one. John Cassaday drew this one. Or, I'm sorry, Oliver Coipel did, and Jeff Johns wrote it. I think John Cassaday did the one after this. So he's got, like, the classic costume, and this drunk guy hits him, and he basically tells him to get his life together, and it's just, like, he could have totally taken him to jail or killed him, but he just, like, tried to help him out. This one is the one that kind of was underwhelming to me. It was, like, a Scott Snyder one with Riley Rossmo, I think, was the artist. I don't know. It just was, like, who was it? Oh, Raphael Albuquerque. I don't know. It was just, like, a lot of talking. They didn't really do much, so I was like, okay, that was whatever. This one, it was pretty good. This one, who's the artist on this? Clayman. Oh, yeah. I like this one. This one was interesting. It's Tom King, Clayman, talking about Superman and his family being, like, the oldest people on the planet. Like, they're, like, 4 billion years old, and the Earth is, like, exploding. Yeah, I didn't get that was Earth until the very end when he shows his parents' grave. So it was, like, that one was, like, whoa. It was, like, Twilight Zone twist at the end. This one was awesome too. Jerry Ordway drew this one, and Louis Simonson wrote it, and it's a really cool story about Superman doing different heroic things when he's supposed to be writing a Daily Planet news article, and then he comes back, and the news article that he's supposed to be writing is no longer relevant because of all the heroic acts that he did when he was supposed to be writing his first news article. It was a fun little comedic comic book twist. I don't know. This one was really fun. I love the artwork in it. Don't know who the artist is. Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. But yeah, it's written by Paul Dini though. He was the one who did like some Batman animated series, created Harley Quinn. So you get a lot of cool shots of like all the Justice League, including Mr. Miracle and the I don't know, Legion of Doom, the villains. And Mr. Mistleplick shows up, and he's got, like, this super hot girlfriend. And sorry if it's not focusing him. And then, yeah, and then Batmite shows up at the end. And then I can't remember these other guys' names. But, yeah, I thought that was interesting. Oh, yeah, this is cool. This guy was, like, he did really popular runs on Thor. Walter Simonson, I think his name is? Yeah, Walter Simonson. I love that shot of Superman. So dope. Reminds me of Frank Miller or something. So yeah, this one's by John Cassaday. He was really popular on Astonishing X-Men, I believe. But yeah, he's a great artist. He just did the covers for Battlestar Galactica versus Battlestar Galactica, and like G.I. Joe versus $600 Man or something. I can't remember what it's called. It's like a new G.I. Joe versus something comic. But yeah, cool shots of Superman. And I like the story for that one too. Awesome shot by Jorge Jimenez. Awesome pinup. Superman sitting on a cloud. That's like one of the best images in the book. Okay, and then the final story, which I thought was kind of a downer. Okay, it's Jim Lee art, which is cool, but it's Superman getting the crap beat out of him like it's freaking Doomsday. But it's not Doomsday. It's this guy, and he's like really ugly, and like, what is he wearing? A scarf? Like, he has no hair. Like, what is he, a fat ISIS white guy, hillbilly? Like an ISIS hillbilly guy? I don't understand. And, like, does he have a cool mask or something? Because this sucks. So, yeah. And then freaking Supergirl's skirt is way too long still. So, yeah, this sucked. This is underwhelming as heck. I was bored and pissed off at the same time reading this. I was just like, really, Brian Michael Bendis? I put a lot of faith in you on Twitter, and then, okay, that's kind of a cool shot, but Jim Lee is just a good artist, but this story was trash. Like, I do not care about this stupid Kryptonian killer warlord guy. Like, he's an ugly face. Like, unless they give him a cool mask or something, I do not care about this story. Sorry, Jim Lee. Sorry, Brian Michael Bendis. So, yeah. I liked all the stories in here except for the last one, even though it's Jim Lee art. It's so disappointing. Like, you never... What is this? I hate this guy. Sucks. This costume sucks. He's got, like, bejeweled costume with, like, a Burberry, like, white girl scarf and a bald head. Like, what is this? Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. This is Action Comics 1000. It was 90% good. Go subscribe to my channel. Leave a like if you liked it. Dislike if you didn't like it. Turn the notification bell on so you know when I post. And leave a comment below. Tell me your opinion on this. Alright, thanks for watching.